Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video of Under the Radar. Today is about my guy Davion Mitchell, not Donovan Mitchell. And by the way, they're not related, as stated by Donovan Mitchell himself, and he proved that wrong against Dame in Twitter recently. So here you go. Now, today, Davion Mitchell, he's special, my guy. He is special. You know why? Not only he can play like Donovan Mitchell, he can handle the ball, he can shoot, create shots for others, and not only that, but steal the frickin' ball. This guy's an actual rat. Like, he's a guy that you'd want in your team and you wouldn't want against you. I mean, this guy prioritizes both offense and defense. He can block you off the board, he can finish around you, he can steal the ball. I mean, this guy is literally an example of an all around chap. Now, in high school, he averaged around 19 points per game out of his 4 seasons in high school, both freshman all the way to senior. Now, he was recorded a 4-star recruit. I mean, he got offers from George Mason, Auburn, and many other Division I programs, and he was ranked the 63rd ranking in ESPN in his class. Now, in his first year with Auburn, officially he didn't play a lot of minutes. I mean, he only averaged 3.9 points per game, and he had a quite small role because they were focusing on building Jared Harper. So what basically happened was he entered the transfer portal and he told his very big thank yous to Auburn. Now let's see what he said. After doing my due diligence at Auburn, I have decided to further my academic studies and basketball goals elsewhere, as Mitchell wrote on his Twitter account. I want to thank Coach Bruce Pearl and the Auburn family for the opportunity to play and embracing me and taking this young boy and shaping him into a young man. I want to thank Coach Bruce Pearl for the staff and their guidance in giving me an opportunity to make this decision. I wish the program nothing but success. Now, what basically happened is he decided to transfer to Baylor. Now, mind you, Baylor was a solid team with Freddie Gillespie as their frontier star. I mean, Freddie Gillespie was literally averaging at least 15 points and 15 rebounds to 17 rebounds. He's that type of guy who would go up and down. But man, what happened to Freddie Gillespie was not very good. He entered for the 2020 NBA draft and did not get picked, so he got picked second in the NBA G League draft with the Memphis Hustles. Ain't that weird that he became a Baylor Bear and then he became a Grizzly Bear? Ain't that weird? Now, in his first season in the Baylor Bears, my guy Davion Mitchell started averaging double-digit points. My guy's averaging 14 points per game with 2 steals and 5 assists. I mean, right now Baylor is about to face the University of Houston in order to go in the finals against Gonzaga. I'm hoping that Gonzaga is in the finals and Baylor. Gonzaga and Baylor would be like the best matchup. Why? Not only Davion's going to be there because of Marcus Teague, you got Thombo. You have a lot of just up and coming people like Jared Butler. I mean, there's so much other college superstars that are just waiting to burst out in the March Madness finals. Nothing can beat the spirit and energy of the March Madness finals. And I'm predicting, alright, that Davion Mitchell, if he wins the whole thing, he will become a top 10, top 15 type of guy. Within there. Because it's not a lot, or it's pretty darn rare to find a guy that's very athletic and he uses his athleticism towards both offense and defense, and he can steal the ball at quite a high rate. I mean, 2 steals per game is already hard to achieve. Just imagine, you yourself caused 2 turnovers. 2 turnovers, just you by yourself. I mean, I've never covered anybody in this channel that averaged 2 steals per game. Like, I've covered a couple people like Dort, who averaged like 1.2 steals, but man, 2 steals per game? Grabe. And what makes Baylor so dangerous is they play beautiful scrap basketball. Scrap basketball is what I described as mostly used by colleges and a lot of NBA teams. Scrap basketball is you think about it on the spot. You use simple plays like screens and horns, but you think on the spot, you know? Like if you tried shooting a contested three or a three and it doesn't go through, your big men would grab it to you or finish it or pass it out to hit it for another 3 point opportunity or a shot opportunity. So these guys can really think on the spot. And honestly, if they had to fight against Gonzaga, it it actually has to be a pretty close call. I mean, it could be anybody's game, but I mean, I love Gonzaga. Gonzaga's a cool people to watch, but honestly, if I want to see teamwork basketball, I've never seen it until I've seen Baylor. Like the pure prowess between Teague, Davion Mitchell and Jared Butler. It's crazy. That backcourt is the best backcourt in all of college basketball right now. And the fact that Jared Butler and Davion Mitchell combined for 49 points together just to take down Texas. Just imagine, 50 points got scored by two players against the Texas team. Jesus, University of Texas got taken down by two people. And damn, the future is bright for a lot of these Baylor players. I mean, they are engraved and engulfed in such a good system. Like, they support each other, they scrap defense to the end. I mean, these guys are actual pests. Like, on the offensive end, they're gonna annoy you from three because a lot of their guys average 40% from three. 40%! And this is more than like four people. If you have more than four people averaging 40% from three, there's gotta be something right you guys are doing. You better not leave them open for three because it's not a good idea. If your bigs, your forwards are averaging 40% to 43% from three, just don't leave them open. Just look at these guys, man. Like, I bet I've looked at Houston, I've looked at UCLA, I've looked at Gonzaga. I've never seen a higher 3 point percentage made by multiple players. It's crazy. And the bigs are just so engulfed in the system of Baylor. Like, not only they can finish it themselves, they catch lobs, it's crazy. Like, if I had to control a college team right now, like if you gave me the controls and this is college 2K or college live, give me the keys to Baylor. Cause dang, they just score, they play defense, it's crazy. They're actual dogs. This is the first ever team that I've seen in my time of watching, March Madness this year, that a team that can really play both ends. Baylor's defense is scary. And the fact that it's being led by three people, and those three people are your backcourt getting backed up by your big men that can not only let it go from three and to finish it inside is crazy. Man, I can see that these three players, Jared Butler, Teague, and Davion Mitchell, I honestly wanted to feature those three players in one video, but I feel like I'm gonna squish too much information into everybody's heads. And I'm trying to, release the stress. It's Holy Week. I hope you, ladies and gentlemen, are enjoying it with your families at home. But we gotta look at the positive part. We have March Madness. We have the NBA. We have the EuroLeague. We have a lot of basketball to watch with you and your family. That's what matters. And I can see that Baylor plays like a family. They morally support each other, even though they did a foul, but they knew that that was a good defensive play. Even though someone hit an end one on Mitchell, everyone's like, "That's alright, bro. It's alright, bro. That's a good call. Good defensive effort. Good shit." And I honestly think with chemistry comes championships. And I think if Baylor keeps playing how they're playing, you might be seeing the 2021 champions. It's really just between Baylor and Gonzaga. These two teams have something to lose. Baylor has the biggest energy in the tournament. Gonzaga has the biggest predictions to win because they have an undefeated record. And I honestly think Baylor is the only team that could shatter that. I believe in UCLA and Johnny Juzang, but Baylor have placed themselves in such a good situation. Because in UCLA, you can't keep depending your offense on Juzang, Tiger, and Jaquez. And as a Bruins fan, I'm a little sad that we might get eliminated. I believe that we're going to try our best, and if we win, it'll be a freaking miracle. But if it was UCLA versus Baylor in the finals, you already know who's going to win. Baylor. Like, UCLA is a good team, but Baylor takes the game so seriously. And their bigs know their roles. They're not those immature bigs that will just, let me just shoot a three here, screen me. No, you screen me. I'll make my own play and then shoot here. No, they know their roles. And the most beautiful type of basketball is when you know your roles and you're having so much success with those roles. And I honestly think Davion Mitchell can easily give an NBA team a spark off the bench. Easily. Maybe not start yet because college is very different from the NBA, but if you can give him a spark off the bench, like how Dort was given his role in OKC, it would be beautiful. All I need from Davion is he have some experience in the G League. I'm not telling you guys that I don't believe in him enough and he might not, perform in the NBA. I honestly think he will perform in the NBA long term if he gets that mature basketball experience because college is very different from the G League. So I believe this guy should at least play 20 games in the G League and he should be fine, beyond fine, to really adjust himself from college basketball to the NBA basketball. So, if you laddies and gentlemen enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see everybody next week. God bless and enjoy your Holy Week break. See ya.